So from that perspective, if the consumer is using up to that, or close to that maximum gallonage, they're all paying about the same amount per gallon, okay? Where Chase was, where he identified his concerns is that laundromat isn't, there's not as much water running through the lines as you might have guessed, being a laundromat with multiple machines and all of those kinds of things. So he really is substantially below the maximum gallons usage
For that higher price.
for the size service line that's there.
And if you then went by his request to us at the last meeting, he said he only wanted to pay for the water in which he was using. So if you take the 15,000 gallons that was averaged times the 3 cents that was recommended, that would still more than double his water bill.
True, but it wouldn't have pushed it as high as he was experiencing at the
No,
time.
that is correct, but
But it sounds like
even
the
with the-
adjustment in the pipe size is going
Yeah.
to address part if not all of that.
Correct, yeah. But I do believe even this way, if you're looking at with only paying for what you use, it still would average out to a higher water bill than paying the 1.5-inch line bill, so, right now. So that's, and Vicky and, Vivian and I came to the same conclusion about, checking with RPA to figure out how that was adjusted and determined structurally, so.
The other thing that we had a question on too was how much does it cost for us to produce a gallon of water? And, Angie was gonna,
That too is part of the analysis
Yeah.
to do.
and so those few things, pieces of information
So
are what
you-
we need.
Yeah, so you, when you start looking at this, if there's water being provided to a building, okay, or it's there on demand, all right? You have some fixed costs with your water system, just the fact that water's available on demand, okay? So those have to be covered. And then the variable costs, the more water you run through your system, there are higher electricity costs, cause the pumps are running more, that sort of thing, okay? And then, what we're looking at too is we will have debt service that we need to cover. So there, fixed costs of your system, your variable costs of your system, and now the debt service that we've got to get covered. And, the debt service, can start looking at the payment tables and those kinds of things, but what I cannot tell you tonight is what our fixed costs are, what our variable costs are. I can tell you how much is spent through the water fund each year. So it will take some time.
Yeah.
I think it's an exercise worth doing, though.
I agree.
Okay.
Thank you, Gary, that's all I
Yeah.
have.
Are you finally finished?
I am finally finished.
Vivian, do you have any more? Oh, okay. Doug, do you have anything tonight? Okay. See, I wanted to touch on the dog kennels, we've done that. Thursday, I will be, going to Bozeman to attend a cybersecurity, couple of workshops that are being put on, a group through the University of Montana Cybersecurity, no cost. So I thought, might as well take advantage of that. And as we know, there have been plenty of security, cyber attacks in recent days and months. And I was going to touch on the curb stops that we've already talked about. That is all I have for this evening. What do you wanna do now?
I'll make a motion to end this meeting.
Is there a second?
Second,
I'll second that.
third,
Okay,
fourth.
it's been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Thank you all very much for taking time out of your day to be here.
Once again,
maybe you're just overwhelmed.